which he's on Lissandra. You know Faker is going to race out to the side.
And I'm really curious what happens in the bottom lane here, because you talked about the Blitzcrank being able to roam over, but you've got Kai'Sa Blitz having a battle against Draven Thresh. If you leave Kai'Sa alone, she's probably dead under turret, so very... This is turret. Pretty close in HP, but Faker's already out of the lane. 3 minutes in, and he's already up to the top side of the map. Trinket Ward has been placed down, does spot it. Sweeper's going to give them a little bit of gold back, but this means look at these red minions over there. Look at this farm that Chachi is not allowed to get in range for.
And the evolution of SKT since MSI has been fascinating to track. At that tournament, it was actually hold the thought.
First to fight in the bottom side, but they're on top of the lantern. Teddy has to flash. A single auto would kill him, and that won't bring him down. But now it's time for the top side. Rooted in place. First blood will go through to SKT.
At this Worlds, you can just see they are way more active on Summoner's Rift.
And I think what's really interesting is kind of why that's happened. Spawn, I know that you were theorizing this idea that in the LCK domestically, since there is a higher baseline of fundamentals, teams can recognize when other teams are stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a play like this would happen, right? You can see that Chachi can't get this wave in for himself, so they're going to try and push it in. This, most of the time, would just be acknowledgement of a freeze. However, it is going to turn into a team fight right now because Clit is here.
Battle is in. Chachi at 200 HP, does have flash, but Coon goes on to Xerxes, who doesn't have the ability to get out. This Gragas cannot find a way to leave, puts in a bit of damage, but Khan is going to get a second kill of the game.
Khan would be able to teleport down there. Also, just is so strong right now on this Lucian.
But it's just about making... Oh!
Ooh, Flash gets him to safety, but over the wall! Kabe's there, flashes right back out. That was pretty.
You had to get something, because what I was about to say is the fact that Splyce have now taken 2 different runs at SKT, and they haven't gotten anything, whereas when SKT make their plays, it is paying off with kills. But they hard forced that one, and now trying to force more.
3 versus 2 down here with the true shot, or the ulti on top as well. Can't play on the first one. There we go. Chachi claims the kill credit. Clit's trying to run. They've traded now. The first kill, second comes in. This is Splyce picking up a lot right now as Khan has to run the cooling on, but can't find the kill. A single auto would knock him down, and Splyce are firing back.
These objectives to balance out the fact that Herald and Chachi are just getting pushed in.
That route was at the right time. Figures himself up, but does he have a good way out? Owns the flash, but the CC comes in, and the Splyce 2-on-2 take down Faker. 16-minute mark, and we're only a 1,000 gold difference. I would say you come into this matchup, odds are you don't expect a game this close. This is, again, I'm going to bring it up a lot because it's such a big part of this game. Splyce are going toe-to-toe with SKT when going toe-to-toe is not the expectation for this squad. Hex flash over the wall. Northscarin lands the hook. They're gonna land everything, and the shutdown gold goes to Kobe.
In all of the areas before the ward expired, to be able to make those plays, there was nothing that SKT could do because there wasn't a dragon on the map.
Oh, into the cocoon! What a prediction! Clit set that one up. Humanoid had cleanse, didn't cast it, didn't go back.
For SKT either, they will all die instantly to a blitz hook follow-up from Kai'Sa, who is also crested the 2-item mark herself. So I think the Splyce still are in a very good position there. Ease of execution that comes from their comp, I think, is a little bit higher. They have things like the Gragas engaged, and they might look for it now.
Looking for the Flaku, not going to land just yet, and the Claw's now down for Faker. Hook's going to come into Northscarin. They're going to trade blows here. Into the front line, though. Khan putting a lot of damage in, forcing the flash out of Northscarin. Oh, comes across! Big flash flay! That's one kill coming through. Faker's in the chase. They're going to find a second now as well. Splyce running for the hills. The flash to follow. Xerxes barely lives.
Because Splyce, it's about playing...
Puts Sweeper down, sees a ward, says, anyone here? No? Okay.
And once again, look how well SKT play towards the safe side of the map. However, Clit might be in a bit of danger.
Oh, danger to Northscarin, though. The cocoon over the wall lands. They hook him right back in, and it's time to knock down the mid inhibitor turret. Baron's not up. They crack the base anyway. This inhib is gone.
And I don't know what it is about SKT because you can change out every single member, but they almost always have this core identity of SKT not only recognize exactly what they need to do, but exactly what you want to do to them. They find it, they figure it out, and they break it.
Almost nobody for Chachi. Gets some damage, but not enough for the kill. Now the ult across from Faker. That could be enough to kill him. Heals a little bit more, but doesn't have the backup. Teddy finds that kill, and there's nowhere for Xerxes to go. He's going to drop as well. There could be more of a chase down. Faker just lives. The flash hook's not going to land. A trade kill. That's a nice one. The cleanse. He tries to get away, just back to the squad. And can he evade SKT? Which one's Real. It's one on the north side, puts in the chain. Everyone's gonna bring in a teammate though, and they're gonna find the pull. Teddy on a killing spree, and SKT can run right to that Baron. The Baron's on top as well, and we'll see how much more they can crack down. Middle inhibitor already dead. Chachi found out by Khan. That matchup was tilted so early, and it's still paying dividends now. The fight out of the bottom side. TP comes in, looking to knock down Teddy. Can they kill him? Yes, they will. A 1-for-0, but can it be enough? Can Kave survive with the damage across? They're still chasing down the opponents. Another kill comes in. The culling is there. Just barely can't kill the Kaisa, but a 2v4 is really hard to win. Xerxes gonna flash away to safety now as well. SKT still on the chase. Faker has a claw soon, and they're hungry for blood. Looking to go right through the mid lane. Looking again to maybe knock down Kave. Can't quite find him just yet, but they have the Nexus turrets in sight. 4v2 to push, and SKT, it's still gonna be a sub 30-minute win. The first 15 were fought valiantly, but SKT, the champions of Korea for a reason, pad the KDAs, add to the stats, 14-7 in kills, and the Nexus falls in game 1.
And a commanding victory from SK Telecom in the end, but that was a fairly competitive early game. Much sticky poke damage. However, now they're going up against an SKT lineup that once again has so much damage in this mid game. After one item, they are just a juggernaut to be able to deal with.
And then it only gets worse from there that they have the scaling options, and it's Faker on Tristan. Fell apart. There is no early game without this guy.
And if he had done Gromp late, that would have been a potential kill. And as I said, now he's here for the potential 4-person dive, but 4v3 is a pretty hard one to do. I expect it to not be too much pressure as long as Kave can last it under turret, but now they're going to go for it anyway.
Hold
4v3, they're going to try. This is the attempt right now. A lot of damage. They're going to knock for the first one. Xerxes drops effort, drops aggro, and now Kabe's forced to run, but that trade is in. The kills are coming through. It's 2 for 2 so far, and Northscared remains alive. Now, SKT do deny some farm.
I mean, it is denying Faker time in his wave. This is Chachi now.
We're still fighting. Chachi going to be slowed, and that shield is needed, but could he flash in? He's gonna, and over the wall they go. Khan cannot find it. Chachi, that flash was beautiful. There might be an escape still, though. As soon as the Q comes back up, he's over the wall. The flash chase, and Xerxes strikes him down.
Kill pressure to be valuable.
Well, they found a slow twist. Faker rock jump now for a nice buster shot to not get skewered back in, but they're gonna find the first root, but pulled onto the turret by effort. That will mean the kill comes across, and the ult over as well. This could be more of a chase. Gonna flash in, Ghost Water dive.
Play there from SKT. This is a team once again that has so much experience. Hold the thought, Khan is quite low. Wave pushing against him.
He knows Xerxes is here though, puts on the ulti, but it's gonna be chain CC'd. Tries to get some health back. Does he have enough? One more hit would turn it on, and the last few autos might come through. The axe not gonna land, and he's stunned under turret. You have to be kidding me.
And here's the thing though, Clid sitting on the control ward. You can see that we're gonna go to Australian lanes. Teddy and Effort are on their way up here. Oh no.
This could be a trap.
He can just 100% kill him if he hits the cocoon.
Depending on where he is, Arcane Shift can bring you to safety, but Cocoon, you're just waiting. When is it going to come out? When is he getting hit with this? When is the button coming out?
He might be just waiting for Nautilus.
Yeah, bring in a teammate. Nautilus now spotted. They actually see him on a ward. So they know Nautilus is coming up. Now Clid shows up, lands the red smite, lands the auto attacks. Now Cocoon can't land just yet because of the minions, but how can you get out from this one? Now it's going to come in. The flash there, but you already knew they were coming, and Kave goes down. Clid just barely grabs the kill.
The game hasn't been played at the frantic pace that we saw early. Hold the thought.
You wanted frantic.
Gonna happen right now as Northscared just goes down. Teddy on a killing spree. Round 2 comes in, the stun is on top, out goes Kave. The re-engage could look pretty good, it's a shutdown. Xerxes finds his third, and the fight continues on an effect effort, but it's still SKT with more members. Chachi's trying to one, is nice, finds him in to jump to, but he's only gonna find some slows. The chase down will still happen. One more vital might be enough, and Khan is gonna find that kill. 8-4 in the scoreboard.
You can see that SKT just feel like they're so much stronger in the 5v5, and bottom lane.
There's the Righteous Glory. Can still catch up to Teddy. The root should be able to be landed. There is that on top, and Chachi come right afterwards. This should be a pretty easy setup. Point blank ult. Nice! He jukes it, but it's gonna be enough damage, but it's still traded back. Teddy claims the kill, and the rest of SKT are here. This has to be Chachi dying. I don't see how he lives on reflex. The riposte comes out. Khan lands all 4 vitals, and SKT get that second kill, and Faker's not done. Ezreal is trying to run, will just stay alive, and a re-engage comes across. Faker, that was a sick hook. That was a predictive hook. That was a nice one right there. Long-term play goes 2-2.
Then relegated towards tanks, has even spent time on the bench, but the fact that now Faker is back at another World Championship and looking to contest for a crown.
They're going to look for this kill. He's going to want to riposte, but he can't. Now it's going to try to run away. and he's able to, but he's still rooted in place. He's got the team coming across and just walks away.
Got him. Nailed it.
Oh, round two. Chachi, gonna look at Faker, but he's kind of squishy, all things considered. The whole team ready to fight him. Has to jump away from that one, loses the flash, looking for the re-engage, not gonna find it there. Xerxes and Northscared, he's gonna bring the, almost finds his stun to the rest of his team. They're gonna jump into the backline. That's Teddy right there in a duel now with the entire rest of the squad. This has to be a kill. This has to be Splyce fighting Teddy, and yet they can't. They can't find a single kill. SKT walk away with everything again.
And once again, you see the indecision from Splyce.
The amount here as they continue to push now at the bottom side. Fairbuff has timed out. The minions mostly gone. Faker pulled in, but yeah, on reflex, buffers the rocket jump, gets the cast animation in before the hook lands, and now towards the back line, they're going to find a couple of stuns. That means the dive can come in. Xerxes, he's trying to run away. One auto would kill him. Just barely going to live. Clid has knocked down Humanoid Teddy once again right in front of the squad, and the Zonias comes out. He's going to stay alive, but the kills just keep coming through, and no one is left to defend. Khan will die, but that's going to be it. SKT an ace for a death. The minions already on the Nexus, and even faster than in game one. SKT gonna clamp down on Splyce, a 2-0 lead, and one more to go until they reach that semifinals.
An absolute slaughter for SKT towards the end of that game in back-to-back team fights.
I believe was Uzi at 55, no longer at the tournament, and then behind him somewhere in the 40s are guys like Perks. That is how dominant Faker has been.
Yeah, I think actually it's Wolf and Bang. Because they are...
Yeah, his old bot lane for three of the world's runs.
I wonder how they got all those wins.
And get like 7 stuns off and kill the guy that way, so it actually does still have synergy with anti-tank play.
Hold on, dive potentially coming through.
Okay, Humanoid 1 versus 3, gonna hope he can stay alive, and that is a suppression into the stun, into way too much damage.
Of mid lane with Humanoid. That wasn't the case, it was a rush play. And you can see that Clid now has access to that topside jungle and might look for a play.
They should know it's a 2-on-2 over this side of the map. Chachi gonna look for the stun, gonna go for Skarner as the primary target. No, oh, but he does have flash. They're gonna chase in for the knockup. Xerxes finds one, and Khan is forced to flash away. There might be a chase down though. Looking at the second play. Ult's gonna come across. That's a lot of damage, and he will find the kill. Splyce answer back with a double in top lane.
Ashen, but there's also going to be this pressure that's building around the Infernal spawning in 1:15. But before then, there's an opportunity to play top. Here we go, Splyce.
3v1 has an ult, does not have flash. Xerxes gonna pull aggro, stay out of range. The CC gets layered, and there is not a way to live. An excellent dive for Splyce. The knockdown a plate, maybe a second.
Potential for double Infernal, and I agree with Spawn. I don't think it's the best trade up, but I do think the reasons make sense.
Oh, and that setup was unanswerable. Dead underneath the turret, shuffle into Impale. The fact is, they got a lot of money into the top lane. Khan got all 5 plates in the first turret gold.
Oh, that is nicely done.
It's a lot of CC, but is it enough to kill him? Teddy is gonna drop, and a stun's gonna come across on Namata as well. That was a great setup. Northscared did all the hard work.
And showcasing why people tried to take this Nautilus away from Northscared right there. He looks like such a different player when he is playing this comfort pick.
But just a different look from the entirety of the Splyce lineup. That is decisiveness. Chachi is still looking to go in.
Got him.
Oh, that is another hook right on in, and Faker just can't get away. Splyce find kill after kill. The bot lane is open. They're going to claim this turret.
So like you're saying, they were looking for that window to try to just immediately kill someone on Splyce before this Infernal respawns. Splyce playing it by the book, though. They get mid lane priority, and now they will try to choke SKT out of this river.
They're going to keep pushing on forward, looking for the next big play. Predator burn, but not going to find the target. Third Infernal. Right behind SKT, the ward control going to the side of the LCK champions. Northscared comes in, looks for the big play, finds the root, shuffles him backwards, the hook in the front line as well, but Faker just attacked, and Xerxes gonna find that kill. Now it's up to Khan to the backside. It's a 1-for-1 so far. A second kill for SKT. They're chasing in for more. Khan cannot die, and they're gonna push in. Look for kill number 4. No way out for Chachi. A triple kill for the Draven. Teddy is rich. Full 1 dragon difference. It's like 3/4 of a dragon difference in terms of actual stat value. SKT have clawed back into this game. Now looking at the tower dive, the Lantern is there. On top of them, though, is the rest of Splyce, and they found one. Northscared to the front line. They found some stuns, but it's still a trade kill. Some time is borrowed to knock down the turret, putting it down to about 1/3 HP, and it's going to be enough to knock that one down as well. Now, will there be a team fight as Faker comes up? At the fight right now, they are technically in Fog of War, but SKT know what's going on. Clid moves forward, half HP on the Baron. At what point can Clid make their way in? Northscarin can go for the CC, forces the ults out, and they're gonna turn back for the fight. The Crouch are on the front line. Into the back goes Kave. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Faker knocked up, he's running, Exhaust is on the ult to try to stay alive, but it's SKT who are routed, and over the top goes Xerxes. The kills are coming through to Splyce. They would need to reverse sweep, and game 3 is going to them.
But they
Over 3,000 gold, that's a solid one. Xerxes, the one shepherding the team, but Faker goes in for the big play. Is there a way out? He's got a lot to jump through and barely gets away from Whirling Death. Xerxes stays alive, and now it's up to Khan. Up in the top side, gets Lantern back, and as Chachi bitten off more than he can chew, it's going to be a lot of damage towards him, and Teddy claims that kill. Turret does not fall, and Humanoid is trying to run, but Faker's on the chase. Khan's going to get the shutdown, and Splyce go too deep in the top.
And the amount of, tankiness and magic.
Oh, they're looking.
They are.
Clid flashes. That Zhonya's hourglass was necessary. Flashes to stay safe, and Clid cannot find the target. Kabe is doing so much in this game. 20 seconds on the respawn, 5v4. There's no catch ults up right now, but Khan over the wall, they're engaging a 4v5, which means he's just gonna lose GA, and he's almost certainly gonna die right afterwards. He killed himself burning his own flash, and it's time for Splyce to push. Buff top lane, that's an easy target. The wave's being pushed in. They try for the engage, and Clid is gonna pull back one, but Chachi is very, very tanky. Pops the hourglass, gets some time, forced to flash away. Looks like he might stay alive, gets away from the hook. In comes Mata and tries to build the play. The shuffle for Faker, 5v4, and they're claiming kills 2 for 2. The fight stays alive. Can Faker though, and he's gonna jump back. The cannon minions shoot. Xerxes over the top finds that kill, and they deliver the rest of the team. It's only Khan keeping SKT away from death, and Splyce will not be stopped. They will take down game 3. Backs against the wall. Predictions be damned. Splyce showing signs of life in this series.
Back damage really nicely in that mid lane. Also can play very heavily into the wave as well. So I think that's an area, if Humanoid is going to continue to play well, he's got a good matchup for it.
Yeah, but that's also still Gragas Rise right there. So I agree with you kind of in the 1v1 matchup, but I think when you start...
As we look top side, the attempted stun for Chachi. He'll be in range, and Powered Stun's gonna build a lot of space, and it's Khan trying to run away. Not in range without a flash, has to flash for it. Cleanse comes in, and it's gonna be a flash now to safety. Will barely stay alive here. Clid finds the CC. First blood top lane, and Xerxes is on the run. Now, can they chase this one down, though? He's going to keep running, but will a body slam land? That's
Xerxes is, which means the SKT know they have numbers advantage on this side of the map.
4 versus 2. In they go. The Lantern, the Cleanse, they're going to walk away to safety. Ignite just to make sure, and they're going to have enough damage. Effort is going to drop, and the re-engage comes across. Humanoid won't find the stun on a Teddy, but that tower dive turns into a disaster for SKT.
Of how this is supposed to work.
It certainly does cut 2 ways. The last thing you want to do is dark passage someone out into the Leona ultimate that has been thrown at you. So I think very heavy skill matchup. Clid down here.
Ult's gonna land. Nice. Stopwatch buys some seconds, and now the re-engage. Too early.
Oh.
Too early, but they're gonna have it anyway. The flash to land the stun, and that might mean Kave can walk to safety, as you've got Xerxes here as well, and a lot of damage towards Effort. Wall's gonna come down. Effort cannot get over this wall. As long as they land the skill shots, that will be a kill. The missed E is what killed Effort. A mechanical misplay sets up the 1-for-1.
Yeah, really nice.
The fact that he isn't to his big breakpoint right now, and the Infernal is spawning. Now, he does have 2 minutes to kind of get there, but I'm really looking on how they get Chachi to a Spear of Shojin and make him feel a bit more comfortable.
Is this going to be the fight? Clid's going to ult in. They're going to bring forward one, but Chachi dives in.
No.
They're going to find a Sun, a gigantic CC chain, and he's going to drop down now. Big damage across, nearly knocking down Faker. The minions chasing as well. The flash ult,
beautiful.
That's going to be reminiscent of Samsung Galaxy in the same spot a while ago. But you can see the game is 800 apart. Khan still looking to push forward. Looking to put so much damage onto Chachi, consistently chunks him down to about half. Then Blade of the Moon King for more slows. Look how low the Renekton gets. Xerxes finally here, and Khan walks away. Out of range of the crowd control. Jukes it, nicely played there. Lifesteal's back up.
And this is not going to get any better for Vizicachi as this game goes on. Does have teleport, however, Dragon already started. Looks like it will go down.
Gonna be claimed. Here comes the TP, but this is scary. Right on top of the rest of the squad. Chachi's there. A stun stops it. Here comes Kave. They find one. They're gonna find the second. Right into it goes Splyce. But look at Khan. He's gonna turn one blind. Jumps back in for Chachi. The snipe from Teddy. One more auto. Finally claims it. It's up for Kave to do it all. Gets a single kill. Will not be hooked. And again, Teddy finds the shutdown. 3 deaths make it 4. SKT lose 4. Exactly, we're not just on what's your lane matchup. The CS is 1 apart. You've got to actually show up and be this player. Flashes in, gotta find the route. That's the plays we were looking for. Gets the setup, finally grabs his first kill of the game at the 21st minute.
Things and cause havoc.
Oh, almost a melee range there. Spots again Chachi, gonna get a lot of damage here, and he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait for the vault, goes back to the side. Now Chachi's on the wrong side of this one, and now over the wall is Clid. That's a forced flash away. Meanwhile, we saw effort forced to run away, but no flashes lost on the SKT side. And Chachi, where can he even go? W's not available for the reveal, has to go into melee range yet again, but you're still right in front of the Gragas. No escape for Renekton.
And it's out of either of the carries. Control wards at this stage of the game are so much more important than that AP.
Well, the wall's gonna come down. They're trying to cut off part of SKT. Teddy can't join the fight, but no one's gonna push forward anyway. There's the cast back in. No way out. Norskaren kind of late on the QSS flash. Could have built a lot more distance with better reflexes there, and that's gonna be another pick now for SKT with the only thing burned being a single ultimate.
It's looking dire. It's looking dire if you're a Splyce fan. SKT wrestling control back. You can see that there's 2 members right now on the Baron as they've also gained control over the mid lane. They've now brought Khan into the pit, and this is all on Xerxes.
Over the wall, big damage, and Faker sets it up. Answers the questions. Another death comes through for Humanoid. Teddy just jumps in for that one. Now Clid's on the run, takes a bunch of damage, but Khan is there to back him up. Now Kave does find a kill, does solo out Faker, but Chachi cannot get in on anything there. Khan kites him back and forth and over and over and over again. Effort to the other side, jumps back over the wall. That's the stun, that's another kill. SKT lose 1, but kill 3.
Members and Vizicachi.
Oh, effort. Into the body slam, into the cast. Nice flash by Humanoid, but suddenly, out of nowhere, it's Leona. The Realm Warp means even more. Big damage across. That's 1 kill picked up, but they will trade it back, and Kave is here, and he can just shutting down effort. Damage comes across, but didn't pull aggro, means he can walk away safely. 1 for 1, but the turret goes down.
Control over mid lane. There was the possibility that they would get collapsed on. Now Kave.
Play. Faker trying to get out from this one. He's going to get back in. No, the Flay picks him back off, and Kave is on his 6th kill of the game. If they're
up over the line, and it has been Kobe. You know, as you mentioned, Mr. Splyce coming up clutch. Does Khan go for it?
Yep. Damage across, has to get away. Flashes over what could have been the stun. A pretty easy solo kill when you're that fed. Now Xerxes here, and he hugs the wall for move speed. But can he reach?
Everyone is here.
Loses the Banshee's Veil, and that's going to be enough to turn off the passive yet again.
Look at SKT in mid lane.
Yeah, they're going to push down for a Nexus turret, or at least the inhibitor itself, but they're going to flash to pull it in. They're going to find 1 kill into Khan, but that's going to take 4 members, and he still finds a kill. And SKT are pushing. They are pushing, and they are looking for Nexus turrets.
That might be enough. SKT might be able to win the game.
They're going to knock down at least 1. They're going to knock down the second. They're going to go towards the Nexus. Here comes the squad. Will they go for the win, or will they go for the fight? The battle begins, and they're going to look for a lot of damage, but already Xerxes is gone. There's a shot to the back lines. Not going to live either. SKT, gods can bleed, but they will not die. A quarterfinal win, 3-1, and we'll see you next week.